Hello, loves. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy and I am a 54-year-old Masters Bikini bodybuilder in competition prep right now. My competition date is April 25th, 2026. So it's rapidly approaching. With that being said, I am in contest prep right now. So, but you know what? I'm also the owner and operator of blondeambitionpt.com and a personal trainer and a lifestyle coach, which goes all together with blondeambitionpt.com. Anyway, that's who I am. If you're new here, if you are returning, you already know all that stuff. So anyway, welcome back. Okay, so today we're not going to talk about my prep today because I am still in my first month, rapidly approaching the end of it. So then I will only be 2 months that I have to go. So, but with that being said, I have put up plenty of my daily prep vlogs over the last couple weeks. So with that being said, the last one that I just posted for you guys 2 days ago, nothing's changed since then. So I figured I'm going to do a different vlog today, and it's just going to be going back to my roots about Blonde Ambition PT and the personal training and the lifestyle coaching stuff. So anyway, this vlog is all going to be about that stuff. Like I said, my prep is going very well. I'm right on schedule. You guys, if you guys been following on my daily prep vlogs that I've been doing, you'll see that I'm doing fine. I'm on schedule. So that's why today I don't have anything to talk about with prep, but I do want to talk about some other stuff. So let's go. The first thing is, I'm going to sit right here if you guys can see me. The first thing that I always, no matter what, when clients come to me at Blonde Ambition PT, the first thing that we always, most of the time on the program is I put them on some sort of cardio, right? Okay, and I talk about this all the time on my channel, how important moving is. Getting moving is so important. Even if you're not a bodybuilder, obviously there's not too many of us around, or just an exercise enthusiast or whatever, it doesn't matter. You still need to move every day. You still need to try to get in your steps. I recommend 10,000 a day, but whatever, just try to get in as many steps every day as you can, because movement is the most important thing, because it keeps everything flowing, digestion, everything, and it keeps your muscles obviously always moving, which means that they're gonna, constantly stay toned and that kind of stuff. So if you sit around too much, you'll lose everything, right? Okay, so anyway, let's talk about that. So I always mention things about going to the walking. Walking is definitely by far the best form of low impact cardiovascular workout. And I tell people, even if you can go for a nice strong 20-minute walk every day, get your steps in, right? Okay, so with that being said, there's some other ways. Now, obviously I do talk about my, about getting cardio in on cardiovascular training machines, such as like the elliptical, which I use frequently in my studio and stuff like that. So, and then you have like your treadmills and all that good stuff. So any kind of machine that's made for cardio, of course you're gonna, get on there, do whatever you can, as long as you can or as long as you want, just get moving. So a couple other ways: walking outside, we talked about that, mall walking, walking around your house, doing extra chores and stuff to make you go up and down stairs more. Anything like that will keep you moving, right? Okay, one thing that I always tell my clients, because 95% of my clients are Zoom clients, so I train them over Zoom. So I always tell them to have, when they start with me, I tell them to get the right equipment to be able to do that. So I've already discussed like weights and bands and stuff with you guys before. So we obviously always want to have those weights and bands, but we're just talking about cardio right now. So for cardio, something like this is good to invest in. And I tell all of my ladies that want Ambition PT to invest in one of these, because if you don't have a piece of exercise equipment like an elliptical or whatever at your house, and you want to be trained at home, then you need some stuff, right? So anyway, this is what I recommend to everybody. Get a step. Get an aerobic step. Now, back in the day, I was an aerobics instructor for years because I owned my own gym for a long time. And I had aerobic classes and spinning classes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm 54. So I started teaching aerobics, I think, whenever I was 17. So anyway, I've been doing it my whole life. Not teaching aerobics anymore, but it is coming back. Step aerobics is coming back, believe it or not, and I'm so happy about it. So anyway, invest in a step. Let me show you. This one is one, I don't have a commercial one. I do have many of them, but I don't have them in my right here because I'm showing you the home equipment stuff. So anyway, invest in one of these. I think this one was like $26 on Amazon with free shipping. I think they range from like $18 to probably like $60, but you don't need anything like that. You just need a step. Now, these can go up to 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. So this is 4 inches. So that's 4 inches. And then when you put the risers on, they can go up to 6. With one riser would be 6 inches. And then with the second riser would be 8 inches. Now, obviously it depends on how high you want it when you're doing your cardiovascular work and stuff like that. But if you want to, test it out, whatever you like. So I'm just going to put these together real quick and I'm going to show you. There we go. These are easy. Like I said, you just stack them on top of each other. It's so easy. All right. This one goes this away. Okay. Now, once this one, I have mine at the 8 inch. So, all right. So anyway, with that, you can do so much. So anyway, obviously you have your standard step routine stuff that you can do just by simply like stepping up and down on the step, like this, and switching legs. Okay, now I obviously don't have shoes on, but definitely put on your running shoes, walking shoes, or whatever to do this. I'm just demonstrating. So anyway, see how you can get your cardiovascular just by moving up and down on the step. Then you can do little things like a V, make it fun. So anyway, I recommend people turn on some music, get on here and have some fun on it. Step up and down, do whatever, watch a TV show. Just step up and down, get your heart rate up. Yeah, you can do cardio, like structure cardio stuff at home without just walking. So anyway, these steps are great. I use them for everything. You can even use them for all of your toning, sculpting, everything, sit-ups, bench presses, everything. You can use this for everything. But again, we're just talking about cardio today. So this could be a savior for you on winter days, if you live where it's hot and it's 95 plus outside, you can't get outside to get your steps in. This in the air conditioning, this in the heat in the middle of winter, you can get it in and it can be fun. Turn your music on and have a good time. I remember whenever I was teaching, instructing step aerobic classes for years, I used to make up the most fun routines, put on the best music. I had the biggest classes. I mean, I owned the gym, so come on. But anyway, I did have a huge large class because I had very good music. But anyway, you don't have to have that. Just something to move up and down on. And again, you can have fun with it. And, you can do your knees, whatever, kicks, whatever. So, and then, like I said, you can also use it for your toning, many toning exercises. Now, you do it as long as you want. It's your cardio workout, you're moving. So anyway, but it is a great investment, something that you can pull out, you can hide it under your bed, no eyesore. It doesn't take up any room, but you can pull it out, and if you want to get moving, you can have a little bit of fun with it. Use it for everything, your toning and everything, okay? So anyway, just some, I just want to motivate you guys, because the whole purpose of this channel really is to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I want to motivate you to get healthy and just know that at any age, no matter what age you are, I'm 54, you know, you can start life over and be fabulous just by taking up, making little habits, investing in little things like this. It'll make your life better. You'll feel better. Believe me, if you invest in one of these and you start having some fun on it, you will start feeling better. You'll be more energized to go out and walk and do a lot of other things that'll keep you moving. All right, guys. Well, like I said, fun stuff here. Good for you, good for your body, good for your mind, good for your spirit. All right, guys, I'll check you out in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Hello, loves. Here's a little treat for you. As you know, I am 54 years old, and this old lady needs to keep up on herself. So I'm just about to go into my dermatologist's office and get my Botox done and my fillers done. Anyway, I hate this. I hate it with a passion because it hurts. And I have a high pain tolerance, a real high one. I'm a bodybuilder. Yeah, but it's the Botox doesn't hurt, it's the fillers that hurt. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to go in, get this done, and hopefully I'll come out looking fabulous. I always try to do this in prep before my first prep, during my first prep of the year, just because then I feel great going on stage. I feel good. I am, you know, representing a 54-year-old woman on stage, but I still like to look, you know, as young as possible. So anyway, all right, guys, let's go in and get pain. All right, one last look. Check it out. See you in a bit. Hello, loves. Okay, I'm in the doctor's office. I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in to give me my Botox and my fillers. So I'm getting the Botox all around here, all around these lines, all around my eyes, all around here, and right here. And then I'm just gonna get a touch up on my lips. I don't need them any bigger. I just wanna get them touched up. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in, and I know this is gonna hurt, but beauty is pain. I'm also a 54-year-old bodybuilder, and I lift weights a lot, heavy weights, so I'm used to pain. So I think I can handle this. Anyway, it does hurt though, but like I said, beauty's pain. So, okay, here we go. See you on the other side. Loves. Okay, I just got home from the for the dermatologist where I get my fillers done, and they did everything great. He did an amazing job. You can't tell for about 10 to 15 days, like for fully, but I'm still swollen like on my lips and stuff. But anyway, well done, doctor. I look great. I feel better already. Like I said, I'm a little swollen, a little tender, but feel better already. Yeah, let's get ready for this competition coming up and look and feel our best. All right, guys, see you in a little bit. Hello, loves. Okay, guys, let's talk about mind, body, spirit. At Blonde Ambition PT, that's what I focus on, is mind, body, spirit. Okay, so I've already showed you body stuff today, told you about the getting a step to get your cardio in or your steps in at home. Already showed you that. I already been to the dermatologist to get my Botox done, which it looks fabulous. And my fillers, which looks fabulous. So I already showed you that. Now let's talk about your mind. All right, so here's the deal. Before I went in to get at the doctor's office, I had about 45 minutes to kill. So I stopped into a coffee shop very close, right around the corner from my dermatologist, just to grab a black coffee and sit down and organize just because when I have 45 minutes, like at a coffee shop like that, I will focus 100% because I don't have anything, other distractions around me. So sometimes I do that just, and a lot of people do that because even if you work from home, sometimes you just need to work somewhere else, right? Okay, anyway, so I was at the coffee shop. I was literally, this is my life. Okay, this is my life. This is my binder, my organizer. I'm old school. I'm 54. I still use paper. And I write on it, believe it or not. There are some things you can do where you don't have to type into your phone. So anyway, my planner. Now, with that being said, I use this for everything. I even use this to get not only all my appointments and everything, but I even put in here, like I post on Instagram for my business. So I even post in here my Instagram posts that have been scheduled out and everything. So I know when they're going to be posted, all that kind of stuff. So, I use my organizer for everything. So when I was at the coffee shop, I left. I was excited to go to get my Botox done, all that kind of stuff, and got up, left, and I'm laying on. Obviously I have a backpack that I use, and I was lying on the table getting my Botox, and all of a sudden I had this, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I hate this. I will go, oh my God. I'm laying there, and all of a sudden it runs in my mind, oh my God, did I remember to put my planner back in my backpack? And I'm laying there oh my God, I can't wait for this to get over so I can run down to my car and see if I left it. I understand nobody would have any value of this. It doesn't have any credit card information in it. There's nothing that anybody could use. There's no banking. It doesn't matter. It still is everything that I have planned out for the next couple months or a year or whatever. So with that being said, I had a panic attack while I was there. And when I got back to the car, I checked and it was in there. But I do remember setting it on the seat beside me and then getting up and putting my jacket on and stuff like that. And I couldn't remember if I picked it up and put it in there. Well, I did. But that panic attack, and I realized how important, and I want to share this with you guys, that panic attack made me want to share this with you guys, that the organization is the key to everything. It's the key to success. It doesn't matter if you have a career or you don't have a career or anything. It doesn't matter. Just be organized. Be organized with your grocery shopping. Be organized with anything. You will get things done so much more efficiently. But like I said, I go to the extreme with my planner, and I also have this stuff in my phone too, just to double check too. But I'm so old school, I just love this thing. So anyway, I invest in one every year, and I get pretty ones with all different stickers and all kind of stuff that I use it, I enjoy it, I love it, I make notes in it, all that stuff. Anyway, my takeaway for you guys of this is just be organized. You see how important it is to me because I run a business, I'm a bodybuilder. Again, I would die without this for my bodybuilding because I have so much with posing. I have a daily routine I have to do every single day almost, except for on my rest days. So I need to make sure. So with that being said, just stay organized, get organized. If you are organized, stay, do what you're doing, even get better at it, whatever. It'll make your stress levels so much less. Unless you think you forgot your planner somewhere, then that's going to raise your stress level, of course, loves. But anyway, organization can be the key to a lot of sleepless nights and stuff, and not worrying and just knowing what you have in front of you, because you know, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh God, I have so much to do today. And then I'll look at my planner and be like, you know what? It's really only 4 major things. I can get those done, no worries. So it helps in both ways. All right, guys, I will talk to you next segment. Have a good one. Thanks for listening. And I hope it helps. Hello, loves. Hold on one second. Hello, love. Penelope and I just wanted to come out and say thank you for watching. She doesn't want to. Anyway, I just want to end the video here and say thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this was not a prep video, but I am in prep, and I will be posting many of those videos to come because I'm even going to take you to show with me. So you guys are going to see what it's like backstage and all that kind of stuff as a 54-year-old bodybuilder. So prep right now is pretty boring, but I wanted to keep on track with it just to keep myself accountable too. So anyway, but I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, it was all about Blonde Ambition PT stuff, which is my life and what I believe in. So anyway, be the best version of yourself that you can be, and mind, body, spirit, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you like my content, and you believe what I'm all about and stuff, please subscribe, because I could really use the support. I could. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me so much. Thank you.